10 Best Picks presents the top 10 best table saw. Starting at number 10. Skill 341002 Portable Contractor. It is not just only a portable contractor table saw that can be carried to any job site, but also a top-notch quality heavy-duty table saw ideal for the newcomers in this industry. A newbie needs a power tool that is powerful, but not so powerful one that they can't handle while learning. And also something that offers varieties of works and can be used for a long time, even after knowing their way around it. This Skill 341002 is just one of that type of saw. It is powerful because of its 15-amp motor which supports 5000 RPM blade speed, and together they can cut 4x the material in just one press. The depth of those cuts is around 3.5 inches in 90° angle and 2.5 inches when you will cut at a 45° angle. However, you should be informed that the blade only moves towards the left side when you are bevel cutting. Other than these ripping features, there are plenty of other equipment and safety measures present in this saw. Talk about the S-View measurement system with the self-aligning fence that opts you to take the precise measurement and adjustments on the workpieces. You'll also get a miter gauge on top of the cast aluminum table for taking miter adjustments. At number 9. Bosch 4110 Portable. It won't be fair to the woodworkers if there is no Bosch table saw is present in a list that consists of the best table saws for beginners. This portable table saw from Bosch and the other portable table saws that we came across before are not so different from each other. They have some minor differences in their dimensions and specs. Apart from these dissimilarities, their features, working facility, and capability are almost similar. Look at the motor for instance. It has a powerful 15-amp motor that results in giving 3650 RPM blade speed. You can do almost any type of woodworking up to 20-inch ripping capacity with such motor and arbor speed without facing any major problems. Furthermore, it comes with a miter gauge, a square lock rip fence, and an auxiliary fence for narrow materials, wrenches, guard system, push stick, etc. Other materials with it as its safety items and accessories. Apart from these safety accessories, it also has soft start circuitry and restart protection system built in it for a better startup without accidentally turning on. Oh silly me. I just forgot to mention that with this saw, you will get a gravity rise rubber wheeled stand for making it both portable and stable. Number 8 of my list. Skillsaw SPT70WT01 Portable. It would be foolish if we keep this Skillsaw SPT70WT01 out of the list of the best table saw for beginners. Because unlike most other saws, it is not only finished in being a good one. Rather, you will have some very specialized features on top of its special features that made it a best table saw for the beginners. As you can see, that it is also a portable saw. This means it is going to be lighter in weight and also from other aspects. But, while it is lightweight, but all of its parts are especially strong. See the motor for example. It has a 15-amp motor. But the motor is made with dual copper windings so that it can remain cool and offer more strength on tougher materials. Skillsaw has used the worm drive system in this table saw. This drive system, combined with the powerful motor and the 24T carbide tipped 10-inch blade creates the best table saw with the best ripping capability. Thus it offers a 25-inch ripping capacity, -10 to 46° bevel angle on the left as well as dado cutting facility. However, you'll need a dado insert for that, and it is sold separately from the saw. Coming at number 7. Powermatic PM1000 Cabinet. From our experiments both from its specs and its user experience, we have found that this Powermatic PM1000 is quite similar to the Jet 700 8675 PK, as both of them belong to the same parent company. As a result, it can also be stated as one of the best beginner table saw. When I said that this Powermatic and the Jet are similar, I meant they are almost identical if we compare them by their specs. However, these differences are very minor, and you won't even feel it when you are working on a project. The big distinguishable factor between them would be their cost. Even while the Powermatic costs less but the price is quite close. In this saw, you'll get a 1 to 3/4 horsepower motor that provides 4200 RPM speed to the blade. And as it is a big cabinet saw, you will get a 30-inch room at the right of the table with the help of the 30-inch rip fence. From the regular rip and cross-cutting facility, you will also be able to make angular cuts, as well as dado cuts with a dado blade. There are ergonomic 7-inch hand wheels below the table to make proper height and angular adjustment of the blade. On the other hand, there is also a 60-0 pivoting miter gauge on the table for you to make the best adjustments to your workpieces. At number 6. Dewalt DW745 Table Saw. When you are talking about a good power tool, especially one for a beginner, it is hard to avoid Dewalt for long. See, we have again found another table saw from the Dewalt, best for the newcomers. Let's tell you what we found in it. Just like its previous friends, the DW745 table saw is also a lightweight and portable table saw that can be carried down to any job site easily. With its 20-inch ripping capacity on the workpiece, which is assisted by the rack and pinion telescoping rip fence for the perfect alignment to the measurement, produces fine and perfect cut for your project. However, to produce fine and perfect cuts, the saw needs to be a strong one. Or else, your cuts will become zigzag. To prevent such unavoidable circumstances, the saw needs a strong motor and good blade. Luckily, you will get a 15-amp motor and a 10-inch diameter blade formed of 24T carbide tip. Such blades not only produce fine cuts, but also makes them useful for a long time. And yeah, the motor creates enough power to make the blades rotate at 3850 RPM. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Halfway of my listed number 5. Jet 708,675 PK Deluxe Xacta Cabinet. After a long series of rather small-sized and portable table saw, this time we have a big cabinet table saw to offer you. Moreover, it is also the best table saw for beginner. With its large table and body, comprised of the motor and blade, and the safety precautions featured in the saw made it ideal for the new woodworkers to learn their way around a table saw. The cast iron table of this saw is normally of 29 x 20 inches, but can be extended up to 29 x 42 inches when necessary. This creates the opportunity for its users to cut and handle a large piece of material easily. There is also a 50-inch rip fence at the right side of the blade for making proper adjustments of the cutting material. And you will also get a deluxe miter gauge with the saw to take the proper measurements. Now about the blade and motor. There is a 3-horsepower motor with the saw that spins the 10-inch blade at the speed of up to 4300 RPM. You do not have to worry about the strength because this is enough for heavy works. And the powerful motor won't make too much noise as there is a poly V drive belt system in the saw for silent operation. Coming in at number 4 of my list. Dewalt DWE 7491 RS Table Saw. With its rolling adjustable stand design and versatile cutting options, this Dewalt saw is undoubtedly one of the best table saws for beginners. You want to know how? Let's find out below. This is a powerful table saw with a high-torque 15-amp motor and a 10-inch 24-toothed carbide blade that performs 4800 RPM. This ultimately produces the ability for this saw to rip 32.5-inch material at the right side of the blade. The process is further eased up by the rack and pinion telescoping fence that can adjust with any material of any shape. Moreover, the rip fence of this table saw flips on both sides. Due to these various types of adjustment with the material, this saw can anything of broad as well as narrow shapes. The special feature of this saw is its rolling stand design, because of which this saw can be transported from one place to another easily. Not only that, because of the rolling stand design, this table saw has superb stability both while using it and when it is in the breakdown state. At number 3. Dewalt DWE 7485 Compact Jobsite. You have seen a portable table saw which can only do lightweight works. Now we have brought to you another portable table saw which can perform most of the big works. It has a powerful 15-amp motor that allows 5800 amp blade speed and can rip 4x8s of up to 24.5-inch woods. As a result, it is able to perform almost all of the heavyweight works you would want to do with a table saw. Although you would not be able to make intricate cuts with it, you can still cut your materials at 90-0-45-0 angles. For making fast and accurate adjustments on different materials of any shape, there is a rack and pinion telescoping rip fence with the saw. Furthermore, there is also a good miter gauge for taking accurate measurements. Speaking of which, it is time to tell you that along with the rip fence and the miter gauge, a push stick, riving knife, anti-kickback poles, a blade with its changing wrenches and the modular guard system comes in the pack of the saw. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Coming at number 2, Rockwell BladeRunner X2 RK7323. Table saw or tabletop saw. No matter what you call it, this is one of the best table saw for beginner. Moreover, it's a lightweight one, and as a result, can be carried anywhere. Basically, it is quite different from a typical table saw. We mostly find the table saw with a circular blade, whereas this one has long blades just like that of a jigsaw. You'll be able to use any type of 4-inch T-shank blades available in the market. However, you'll have 5 of them sent to you along with the pack. And the best thing about these blades is that they can be replaced within seconds and also don't require any tools. Due to the use of these blades, miter cutting and scroll cutting is also possible with this table saw in addition to the usual cross and rip cutting capability of its kind. As it is a lightweight table saw, it only has a 5 amp motor that provides 3000 RPM speed of the blade. For this reason, this saw can make intricate scroll cuts. You can cut wood, metal, plastic, ceramic with this saw, but you cannot use it on any large materials or for very heavy tasks. And number 1. Makita 2705 Contractor Table Saw. For those who are new in the sawing industry, this Makita 10-inch Contractor table saw can be a very good way for a kickstart. As a beginner wouldn't know how to use a table saw, but this Makita 2705 can ease up all of their worries with its user-friendly operation. We all know a table saw is comparatively a dangerous power tool, so safety is a top priority. That's why it has an adjustable dual-sided tool-less transparent blade guard with an adjustable riving knife. So users can see the blade when it touches the material. There are also 2 anti-kickback poles, a big switch and the electric brake in this saw that not only provides more safety but also increases its efficiency. With its 15-amp motor, 10-inch diameter 32T carbide tipped blade, and its 4800 RPM, this saw can rip up to 25 inches wood. When it's angled in 90/0 or 45/0, it can still rip out 4x of its materials in only one press. So you can rest assured of the strength of this saw. The plain aluminum die-cast, extending table of this saw that also happens to have a smooth and precise rip fence allows the users to make accurate measurements that eventually result in accurate cuts. Besides, you'll have a miter gauge and a scale with a magnifying feature to help you make the most precise measurement. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel, share this video and hit the like button.